What's the key to this game?
Well, the Cowboys in their defense, they got to force Teddy Bridgewater. They got to force him, as we say, to play left-handed. And Teddy wants to be able to manage the game. He wants to have a consistent running game. He wants to have a short and intermediate passing game. He does not want to throw the ball down the field. Last week's game with the Saints, with the Saints versus Seattle, you could see how restricted, and not only Teddy wants to be, but as far as Sean Payton and the overall play calling. So for me, they're going back home. I wouldn't be surprised. In the game last week, I said 60 plays. Taysom Hill's the quarterback, 20 plays. I wouldn't be surprised if still that might be the split, even though it was less in the Seattle game. They're back home. It's easier to function because they got the crowd on their side compared to putting another quarterback into the lineup in Seattle where they got the 12s going crazy. So that's the number one thing that Dallas has got to be able to do, is to be able to force Teddy to be able to throw it, be able to force him to try to play catch up, and that means Dak getting off to a fast start. He talked about in last week's game, yeah, everyone wants to get off to a fast start, but he was a little greedy as far as his reads. He had some intermediate receivers that he passed up, trying to force the ball down the field, trying to force it to Amari Cooper. He realized that and adjusted. If he can get the lead in New Orleans and put Sean Payton and Teddy in a position where they start to press and they start to do things uncharacteristic of what they want to do, that's the way for Dallas Cowboys to get off to that fast start. And with a fast start, I believe that's the best way to try to get that win there.
And on the other side of the ball, to me, this is a Zeke Elliott game. And I understand New Orleans right now is the 30th ranked pass defense, but they can get after the quarterback. And when you are undermanned, as New Orleans is, you need some paradigm-shifting plays to beat a team, like they had against Seattle, a punt return touchdown, a defensive touchdown. And so the safest way to run your offense if you're Dallas is a heavy load of Zeke. Now, you're going to hear a stat leading up to this game that is accurate but misleading. And the stat is the New Orleans Saints have not allowed a 100-yard rusher in, I think it's 29 games. And you're going to think that means they have a great rush defense. They haven't allowed an individual to get 100 yards rushing in nearly 30 games. But every game this year, they've allowed more than 100 yards rushing. It's just been dispersed amongst different people. In the first game of the year, they gave up, I think, 180 on the ground to a Houston team that doesn't have any running back close to what Ezekiel Elliott is. So I would ride Zeke heavy in this game. I would see if New Orleans can stop him, and I think that also would neutralize their pass rush to a degree.
Biggest of the night. His biggest of the night. His biggest of the night. Third possession for Dallas. Prescott passes, caught by Cooper.
You've run a great route, and we see that weekly from Amari Cooper.
Pretty good fake. Here is Elliott. The fake has everything to do with this. To the 20. 2nd and 12 now. Trying to set up a screen. They do. Elliott, touchdown, Dallas. 4th down and goal. Kamara does not get it. What a start for this Dallas defense is to market. Blitz off the edge, and Brown got there for the sack. His 2nd of the year. On 1st down, Elliott cuts back. Inside the 30, inside the 25. His biggest.
Hold up, this your boy Chopper. And right now, I want my Who That Nation to stand up and make some noise. I got a few questions I will ask y'all. Let's go. Is the Chiefs gonna beat us? Hell no. Is the Packers gonna beat us? Hell no.